For our 10th lesson, we're going to be covering the song, See the Chimney Smoke Rise Again. And I hope by this song that you're developing a pretty good feeling for playing the xiao. You know, you're gaining some sensitivity with the embouchure to where you're not overblowing or wasting too much breath. You're developing some power in the diaphragm so that we can have the stamina for long passages. And we're also developing a lot of control, both with the embouchure and also with the fingering positions, you know, having that response time so where you can stay on beat, stay with the rhythm. This is all going to be important, of course, and it's going to be challenged by this song specifically. So everything else in the song itself is pretty similar. It is a folk piece, so it kind of has this upbeat, lively tempo. It kind of has a call and answer, so you can see the structure of each phrase is very similar throughout the whole song, okay? There is one new piece, and you'll notice at the beginning of every phrase, almost every phrase, you have a whole beat number followed by a dot in the middle. Okay. Now, if the dot is below, that means low register, and if it's above, that means high register. But remember, middle register is no dot at all. So this dot next to it, remember from last lesson, means add a half beat. And since it's not underlined, it is a half beat. So we have a 5 and end, right? We have a little bit of a sustain. So if I play that first line, I'll play it a little slow, and you can follow along and kind of hear how that first note is a little bit longer, okay? Specifically a half beat longer. Okay, so keep it very simple, but you can hear that we have that 5 and 3, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1 and 6, 1, 5 and. Okay, so we have that just a little bit added to the beginning, but that makes a nice kind of melody, especially when we speed up the tempo. Okay, so playing through the song, it'll sound like this. So you can see it's very lively, has a very nice kind of upbeat feeling to it. And also in that last line, you can see how there is a 0 underlined paired with a 1, as well as in the next passage, a 0 and a 2 both underlined. So that is going to be a half beat of silence. So you get kind of a little bit of a skip. There's a little bit of contrast added to that last line because of that pause, okay? So pay attention to that. We're going to be starting that second measure and the third measure in the final line. We're going to be starting on an off beat, right? We're going to be starting on an irregular place. So playing that really slow, I can play that one more time. It'll sound like this. Just the final line. Okay, so it's very subtle, but that is a really great test to make sure that you are starting and stopping in the right spot. So that is See the Chimney Smoke Rise Again, and we'll see you in the next lesson. Get your copy of the Introduction to the Dongxiao, now on sale at Amazon.